It's the Cable
In terms of a pack one, pick one, headliner and Dag Fade make the most sense to me. You're like committing to more colors with Dag, of course. Maybe Portal. You could take Portal. Look at it, Arena of Glory. Let's grab that thing, huh? A lot of Red's threats are already naturally hasty, but whatever you pair Red with, you'll get something good to give haste to. Flage or something. Hey, that's not a bad pack. A little Fury action. It's good to be back upright, Gecko. I went on a little walk earlier. Nothing too intense. Just up and down the block. Pretty flat. Last night I streamed sitting in my chair again, but I had to be very vertical. I couldn't lean back or lean forward. So I'm gonna try and mimic that as best as I can tonight. And every day it'll just get slowly better and better. Just do my stretches, go on more walks. A bit of a bummer. I can't work on my yard work and stuff. But not the end of the world. I like the duress, but I think you're taking Blood Crypt if you're grabbing a... If you're thinking about black, I think the Blood Crypt is more important. There's a couple white cards. Little wins are the gold. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to push yourself. Think you can do it all in one day or whatever. Hey, thanks, Music. We have a pretty high power start here. Bunch of cards that can kind of win games on their lonesome. We're just a little slow. There's some good black cards here. Necromancy plays well with Fury. You can pitch cast the Fury and the Necromancy in. And then there's Blood Tithe Harvester and Mind Twist. Let's see. When this pack comes back around, there's going to be 2 cards left. I might get a late Blood Tithe Harvester. I think I want Mind Twist over Necromancy. Some quality 1-mana removal spells here. Yuffie's pretty good. The right matchup. Worth thinking about. Hey, sup, Badagaboosh. Hope your Saturday's going well. Chatting. Yep. My back is not better, Funky. Well, I guess it depends on how you define better. Certainly better than it was a few days ago. Less bad, yeah. Which, I guess that's one definition of better. Looking forward to when it's actually better though. And I can do yard work and stuff again. Get outside. Haul stuff around. Hey, the Blood Tithe Harvester did come back. Nice. Kind of plays well with his Ivara card, huh? Also Cruise Bronco pretty well. Black-red mid-range. Let's fucking go. No hernia? No. Wow, the on-color Mox. The perfect open. Heck of a pickup there in the Mox Jet. Yeah. Atrax is pretty good to reanimate. Currently, we're not really doing the reanimator thing, but we only pass a few things that reanimate. Got a solid number of ways of binning, right? The Blood Tithe, the Ivara, the Fable. Otherwise, we're just taking a Cooligan's Command. I'm going to grab the Atraxa. And we'll see, huh? We'll think about that. I'm going to grab Library over Overlord. Couple solid red critters. Thinking about the Firebolt, thinking about the Suplex. Interesting, huh? I think I want the Nemesis. If we had like Orcs or Shielder, then I'd be into this Wheel of Fortune. Possibly I should be grabbing it anyway. Fun looking deck. Yeah. I think in between rounds today, I'm just going to putter around with looking at pre-modern deck lists. Yeah, I'll grab Fiery Confluence. I like the Exile clause on Baleful Mastery, but Fire is pretty powerful. Rakdos is canonically the fun color pairing. Yeah, right? Bunch of circus performers and stuff. Yeah, I've got this hot tea, this hot hyper-caffeinated tea, and I also have some cold beverages. A Clairbrun sparkling water, and a cold Blue Moon. It's a Blue Moon extra Belgian white, and the last one of these I had was rancid. Maybe rancid's the wrong word, but it wasn't very good. That Flage almost worth dipping into white all by its lonesome. Really good with the Fable, really good with the Arena of Glory. Currently, we don't have a use for the Tower Fire. We don't have any Togs, but we are in Tog colors. Could end up wanting it. I'm just going to grab this Faithless Looting. Maybe a little Lightning Bolt action here. Perfect. So the fact that Emrakul's still going around, we do have that channel in our sideboard. Kind of makes me think we might find a sneak attack later. The 1-mana removal spell there is really good, but we did just grab this Bolt. Yeah, Ninewalker with the 98 months. Appreciate you. Cheers. Yeah, I wasn't high on this the last time I had it, and I usually like Blue Moon, but I do want a cold beer. It's all like hot and muggy out today. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I don't know why they put the Blue Moon label on this. How's my back feeling? Not great. So if we're thinking about the channel, then we want the Copperline Gorge here. I don't know if I am thinking about the channel. Kolaghan's Command's a good sideboard card. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, every day my back gets like a little bit better, And every day the stretches become a little bit more doable and all that. But it's always frustrating. The long, slow. You just like want to get up and do your regular routine. You want to get up and do stuff. Hey, Zodiac Brave, thanks for 72 months there. Last month for you, you're going to shift to Turbo and buy a house. Hey, congrats on the house, Zodiac. Good luck house hunting. It's crazy out there. When I put out an offer for my place, I had to do. We had switched over to like looking at houses same day, like day of looking, and then same day offer. So like the house went on the market on a Monday. We looked at the place on a Monday, made an offer, and got accepted. We were like kind of lucky. I was kind of lucky to find someone that was just trying to like no frills, no bullshit, just like get through it as quickly as possible, because that's where I was at. Not people like trying to milk each other as hard as possible or whatever. Little animate dead action there. This pack is sick. Vamp Tutor, Thoughtseize, Currency Converter, Champion, Commercial District, if I'm serious about that channel. Hey, Sergeant Schultz, thanks for 5 months there. Good to see me out of bed. Yeah. It's weird, but I kind of want to grab this Currency Converter. It just makes like a lot of these cards way better, including like the Faithless Looting and stuff. Hey, there's that sneak attack I was talking about earlier. When the Emrakul wheeled, I was like, I think that means that nobody else is doing the sneak attack thing. Increase the chance that we get to do the sneak attack thing in pack 3. That was part of why I grabbed the Emrakul. Yavimaya double fixes for channel. If I'm serious about channel. I don't know if I'm serious about channel. I'm just going to grab the Verge here. Excuse me. I'm looking at Sin here. Thinking about Inti. Thinking about the Phoenix. Well, a troll grabs Blood Crypt. I dig that. Wish we could take it and the mortuary here, Yeah, Bone Shards, Epic here, Blackleaf Cliffs. I think I'm just going to grab the Cliffs. Hey, yo, what up? What's up, Bobby Badass? Can't believe your parents named you that. Must have been the coolest kid on the playground. Yeah, I think the chance of me playing this channel is really dependent on whether or not we wheel some things. I mean, Grist fits the deck pretty well. Wastewood Verge is interesting. Season Pyromancer is interesting. Let's grab this Pyromancer. Yeah, these cards are both really good. I'm going to try Yuna's Decision. Thinking about Pillage the Bog versus Pyrogoyf here. I should probably just take the Goyf, I was kind of hoping we were going to get some late green fixing, but it looks like that's not happening. Tarmogoyf gets a little bit more interesting with the Pyrogoyf here. The deck is likely just better if I cut green. Yuna's Decision's like kind of a fun splash, though. Currency Converter is fixing. Still difficult to fix for channel. I think I'm going to cut Sin. I think Grave Titan, Atraxa, and Emerald are good enough for the one sneak attack and the one animate dead. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Kenixai. I think it's $6.90. Still need 3 cuts. I guess Suplex can come out. Yeah, maybe just like our anti-artifact stuff. Suplex and Fire Confluence could be cuts. I agree, Kenixai. I'm also a big fan of Currency Converter. Maybe I'll cut Bronco or Ivara, and like just some of those like cheap mid-range threats. Let's see what Kenixai wants to listen to. A cover of Lateralis by Tool. I'm gonna turn this up slightly. Well, that's some fun guitar work. I think Ivara's good in this deck. I think we have just like a lot of ways of discarding things. I might cut Phoenix and Bronco. Maybe Yuffie goes into the sideboard. Maybe minus Screaming Nemesis plus Phoenix. Phoenix basically split into twin with Troll. This will be like 10 red sources and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black. Yeah, we have a few different ways of making treasure, right? Because we have Fable here too. Hard casting Atraxa, not that crazy. Well, it's a one-lander. We are on the draw. We do have a loot. I'll try it. I think I'm going to be looting away the Pyrogoyf. On turn 2 here. Looking for a black source for this Inquisition. Mizawa's hum. Shit. Well, now we've got an Atraxa and an Animate Dead. Hey, there we go. Well, that doesn't actually help that much. I mean, it gets me closer to Season Pyromancer. I think Season Pyromancer fixes everything, right? I get to bin the Atraxa. Draw towards the black source. How many mountains or swamps do we have? We actually have a few more swamps than we really need. But it's like 10 to 8 or 10 to 9 or something. Discard Atraxa hand size? Nah, because we need a black source to cast the Atraxa anyway. And we want to get up to Fiery Confluence mana here. We're going to get the Fiery Confluence before we get to Animate Dead. That's alright, though. We got some things worth blowing up. So I've never like read the lyrics to this, and I always heard that line as Spyro, which makes no fucking sense. But hearing somebody else sing it. Heck yeah. Yeah, might as well save your insect. Yeah, Fiery coming up big there. I don't know whether to Paraguay for Headliner or Sneak Attack. One Atraxa, please. Animate Dead, for a very brief moment, I was like, why does this card just like not see much play in pre-modern? And then I remembered that Stifle Knot's like the deck to beat. So you're running, and the deck is like, and the format's just like drenched in disenchant effects. Just soaking in them. So it's just like one of the worst reanimation effects you could think of. Are they even good creatures in pre-modern? Yeah, sort of. They're not like Vintage Cube good. If you're thinking about just like having quality things to reanimate. People will reanimate like Phantom Nishoba to beat up on aggro decks, or they'll reanimate Chroma. Chroma's a good one. Iridescent Angels, protection from all colors. So if you just need to like beat up a control deck real quick, that's a good way to do it. Spiritmonger is in the format, and rock decks will occasionally play one, but I think they know they're kidding themselves, Wet Lettuce. It's not a good card. Spiritmonger's not a good card in pre-modern, but some people just have that nostalgia boner. They want to see it through to completion, right? But the best removal spell in pre-modern isn't like... It's swords, you know, it's swords to plowshares, so... Spiritmonger not really getting around anything. Belcher is not in pre-modern yet. It's before the new borders, and Mirrodin Bach was the first time they did the new borders. Oh, draw a card, I guess. Hey, Chains Addiction, thanks to the sub, thanks to the 92 months there, appreciate it. Oh yeah, we were getting there. So multiple equipment pieces. I'm going to bring the Yuffie in. And cut Cecil. Yeah, the plan was to serve all there and then use the treasure from the Fable token and have that put the Scarlet in to prevent blocking. But I was going to sneak in the Pyroglyph because that's more damage. This seems reasonable. Feel the Dead. Don't see people jamming that much these days, but I guess they're doing like a lands thing. I'm going to chill on the Faithless Looting. It seems like a good card to discard to Pyromancer. If you cast Faithless Looting, it's card disadvantage, but if you just flash it back from the graveyard, it's just filtering value. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to bin the Headliner here. Well, that's annoying. I almost fucking furied it on my last chain. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to Mind Twist anyway. Make sure he gets something, hum. And then next turn we can suplex the Lightning Greaves. And get our Fury off if we want. A little awkward to kill two things. Fill up the graveyard for Uro and use the suplex. Hey, Fizzardrix, thanks to the Sob, thanks to 59 months, they appreciate it. Like, I might just cast the damn Fury here. Yeah, so Barrington's still recovering. Is Plagon good in Nadu decks? It's really good in Nadu decks, yeah. I've been really impressed with Plagon in the cube in general. One of my favorite recent additions. Nice little unassuming card. Am I feeling any better? A little bit. Went on a light walk today. Been doing my stretches. It's very frustrating because I was like so good at the start of the summer, and it just felt like I had a healthy back and I could do anything, you know. That's dangerous. One's at 22. So the issue is they bring back Uro and put the Lightning Greaves on it. But if I spend my turn suplexing the Greaves, then I can't really do much next turn. Maybe I'll just offer to trade, huh? Just offer to trade with the Uro. He's up, Bellmeister. Yeah, right, Abe? Very easy to forget. Uro comes back, draws the card. They equip the Greaves, attack in, draw another card. We offer a trade. Oh, I wonder if they could have shrank the Powergoyf even further based on what they exiled. Get my exile on. And I don't think I want to play out this mountain. I think I'm just going to flashback looting here and try and loot it away. Fable's good filtering, but I think like sneaking in troll could actually be good. Oh no, subscribe Stein's monster, no. Yeah, at least mine's back to like a manageable place. I can do like the bare minimum of sitting in at my on my computer desk while I do my job. The excavator, sure. Sure. Could just cast the troll, but if I sneak attack it out, they have to chump with one of their creatures here, which is kind of nice. Let's cast the troll. So we're in a good, I mean, so our opponent's like in a spot where they can rebuy the Uro pretty easily with that Knight of the Reliquary. But we're in a spot where we've got like Emrakul and Atraxa as potential top rips. And Animate Dead would be really good too, because you can just Animate Dead the Headliner Scarlet, and then they can't block anything. So we've got like 4-ish cards that kind of just win on the spot here. Oh, there's Fiery Confluence as well. So it's like a fourth of our deck, right? Just kind of wins. And then there's a few dead draws in there, but there's a few like other reasonable rips as well. You think they're going to flood the board with Field of the Dead tokens? Maybe. The Knight can't sack an island. Opponent in the tank was the big green sun. What do we got? Vaultborn Tyrant just casting it. Well, there's some life gain, Just missing 2 damage on my side. Because they can't block the troll and block the Fury. Kind of a frustrating little loot there. I think we just pass. If you serve with Troll and Fury, they just put the Vaultborn in front of the Fury and get to trade and gain 3 life. Hell yeah, I'm 3-3. Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Yeah, what a frustrating loot. I guess I could have just run out Sneak Attack. It's a little vulnerable to random disenchants. If I just served with the Troll, I would not be able to kill the Knight and the Ramen up. It would be Ore, because the Knight can sack here. And it's possible trading Troll for the Knight would end up being good, but I'm just like guessing it's not. Now they should be able to rebuy Uro if they want to. And the field tokens are making this Troll look a little bit worse. Animate Dead on Headliner is still really good, but I need to find it, And Emrakul would, of course, be good enough. But I don't think Fiery Confluence wins anymore. Got me. Is this a ninja? Are they gonna bounce Vaultborn Tyrant to ninjutsu here? If this hits my fucking Emrakul, I'm gonna flip. I I'm not actually going to flip. My back's not that good enough. But I want to! I mean, they still had Lightning Greaves in. I think Yuffie should stay in. Yeah, maybe I don't need Screaming. Shutting the life game would have been good that game, but I don't know if it's going to be good in the average game. Or at least, like, better than any of these other cards. Hand's slow as shit. But from what I've seen, their deck's kind of slow too, and I think the Mind Twist is good. It's not good against Uro, but it's good against all their other stuff. Watch them have like a fast spawn game and just dump their hand now. I've been wastelandered, sure. Good afternoon, Daniel Talk Time. The Nadu cometh. Just gonna kill it. The Mind Twist gets to like hit half their hand. But then you're gambling, right? You're gambling on them not ripping the equipment off the top and just winning the game with Nadu immediately. I think Nadu's a pretty normal card. I didn't want to get off the board. The One Ring. That's kind of frustrating because I can't Mind Twist or Inquisition now. They're getting a nice time walk in. This might be bad. Just juicing up the Pyroglyph. They have One Ring protection, so we're not getting damage in this turn. The thing is, like, I'm planning on tapping all my mana next turn. So I don't know, this Phoenix, if I'm not playing it this turn, it's just like gonna be a few turns down the road. Chaka. Whenever I'm supposed to lead on Inquisition. Or just Mind Twist for full. The Suplex I looted away earlier and could have actually exiled this One Ring. Yeah, let's just Mind Twist for full. All 3 cards. Could pump the Goyf though. Hell yeah, Author Me Thorn. And you're welcome. So they do have Uro in their deck. They can help, the life gain of which can help offset this One Ring. Taking a day to drink and cook. Been a fun break from the grind. Nice. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Oh, they're pillaging. I mean, that's basically a demonic tutor, right? This pillage. You gotta wonder if they need an Uro more, some kind of win condition more, some kind of answer to Pyroglyph more. They do have this One Ring with 3 charges on it. Might be starting to be an issue. Well, that fucker has reach. Oh, and they got the rebuy Nadu. So there's a flyer and a reacher. I think I need to find like a lightning bolt or some shit. Just kill them with their One Ring trigger. Fuck. Well, force him to block with something, huh? So the One Ring's at 4. They're at 2 life. The Nadu comes back out. Maybe they found Greaves for the Nadu, and that's why it's worth replaying. I wonder if flipping their deck over is good enough, though. You see what I mean? Like, they have a lot of cards. But they haven't even answered their own One Ring. We haven't seen Time Walk out of them, no. But, like, they don't even have blue mana here. Exploration's helpful. Yeah, right. The Time Walk doesn't answer the One Ring, so it feels like they need multiple stuff here. Yeah, I was worried about getting Strip Mine into Oblivion when I Inquisition saw their hand, because that prevents the headliner from being a win. But their issue with that is that if they're Strip Mining me, they're not like finding an answer to their own One Ring here. Well, they found Lightning Greaves, but they literally have 5 cards left in their deck. And 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. I'm just going to go ahead and activate this so that I can F6. I'm not trying to eat up their clock. It's the only reason I hadn't F6 the turn, so that they currency to activate. Uro is the last card. Brutal. I think I need to put my back brace on. I keep on like slumping, and that's not good, and that's not where it should be. I was looking at my my wedding photos earlier. My little sister's a professional wedding photographer, and that was her wedding gift to us. I had hired her to do our engagement photos, and she did a really good job. Anyway, the reason I brought it up is in the shots where we're dancing, you can see my back brace underneath my shirt. Because the shirt's flying up, you know. An expensive gift? It really is, yeah. I think it was a good balance, too, because she didn't, like, spend the entire time running around with her camera. Oh, that just whiffs. Nice. But she took some photos during the actual ceremony, and then she took, like, some family photos and stuff afterwards. And a few photos during the first dance and the cake cutting. But I agree. It was an excellent gift. Awkward. Very awkward to get the attracts in the bin, too, because my opponent's on black, so it might just be sitting over there with the necromancy, just like, alright, deal. And there's not really much I can do about it now. So I probably just shouldn't have binned it. I probably should have been the, I don't know. Jeebers. Thinking about looting away this Fury. And just playing the Overlord. Sure. We're just going to rebuy that Atraxa. I'll be a little bit less nervous about them ripping a reanimation effect, and then it'll be a card in my hand for when I play the Sneak Attack. Black mana, speaking of gifts. Yeah. That was rude. So this is interesting. We could make a Hasty Fury. I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I want to save the Arena of Glory Exertion for Grave Titan. Perfect. Oh, shit. Get some damage in here. I'm clinking these fucking top loaders. I should probably stop, huh? It's probably annoying as shit. But I wanna! It's fun to shuffle something. Oh, I've got some cards here. Maybe that's better. Merfolk's Secret Keeper, Frogify. A mouse token. Oh, this is the good stuff right here. You know, Wizards has put out like way more banger limited formats than bad ones. Even if you count like the early days. Even if you count all the formats. So the Memory Jar and Time Twisters kind of making me think that they're like the Hull Breacher Orc style deck. That's what I'm thinking. So they might just like slam a Shieldred and crack Jar here and get to win. You only hear the shuffling on VODs and YouTube videos. Yeah, the tunes do a good job of covering that up. When I very first started streaming full-time, I was living with dogs in the house, and so blasting tunes was a part of like covering that up. Covering up like dogs just barking at any old random thing. Kinexai with the Deep Lore. So there is a chance of just winning off this Mana Crypt. That's not bad. This is a Mystical Tutor. What do you do for a single blue here? You've already taken the Fury damage. They're just scooping? Huh. I want Yuffie as like one more way of stealing that Soul Ring. Robert the Rich and Bronco both seem great here. Just like some nice, efficient pressure. I'm thinking about cutting the Fiery Confluence. It's a little expensive. I mean, I like the Lava Axe ability of it, but it is a little expensive here, I think. Then we gotta decide what else we're cutting. Maybe Suplex. Could exile a Soul Ring. Could just get fucking cut. We didn't see a ton of targets for Lightning Bolt. Maybe that's a cut. Hits like Tar Pit and stuff. Hits a lot of stuff. Could kill like Orcs too, because it's instant speed if they like flash hit Orcs or Hull Breacher. Then like Bolt can clear it and we don't just die to that shit. Yeah, I think we want to keep that one in. Maybe I'm just cutting the Bronco. Maybe I don't need this, Not enough room for everything. Hand's on the slow side, but I'm gonna keep it. Helps that we know where the Wasteland and the Strip Mine are, We already beat that in a round one opponent, so we don't have to worry about the arena getting wastelanded and not being able to bin the troll and all that. Very tempting to take the Mana Crypt here and just like leave them with a slow hand. I'm gonna take the Bowmasters though. Fuck that card. And then next turn we can bin Troll and go get Blood Crypt and play that tapped. They're just passing for their Flash Fairy here. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just gonna bin anyway. Even though it'd be fun to do it post-converter. Can't really do anything with that mana yet. If we had a land here, we can hasten that Paraguay this turn. Could be good. And not have to exert the Arena of Glory. Just a lot of damage, huh? Just a lot of damage out of nowhere. The Mana Crypt cometh. Is it Memory Jar? Pass. Odawara. Okay, so we know the last card in their hand is Triplicate Titan. I'm going to use a black mana. I'm going to leave that red haste in because we do have a red 1-drop in the deck that we could draw. It's not likely, but it could happen. Let's see. How much is this? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're at 11. Just pumping the Evora there. Might as well do 12, huh? And then bidding Overlord off the loot. I actually pumped the Pyrogoyf too. Hell yeah. We got ourselves a finals over here versus Tristan Liege. Building an extended deck from 20 years ago. Basically, that's kind of what pre-modern is. It's I'm considering playing Tog. I've got a tournament coming up, and there's like a bunch of different decks that I'm mulling over. And I haven't actually played any games with Tog, but I had looked at a few lists and I was kind of curious what it would look like to put the list together from memory. So I've just been doing that. Got a little bit of time to kill in between games anyway. Did Extended Tog play Upheaval? I don't know. I don't think so. Or pretty rarely if it did. That's so much mana. Wretch or Furnace in board. You would probably play Wretch you'd probably play Furnace or maybe Furnace, Tormod's Crypt, or somebody mentioned Coffin Purge. You love Wretch? I love Wretch too. I was building a black-red, or I'm sorry, a green-black aggro deck. And I threw some Wretches in there, and it just felt good. I played a lot of Withered Wretch back in Extended. It was good against like the Gifts Ungiven combo. Containment Priest has entered the exile zone. Fair enough. So the currency converter could loot here, but I think we're just spitting out a 2/2. No, that's totally fine. Yeah, we really wanted them to pump the Containment Priest there. And maybe they would have done that regardless, but kind of nice to press the issue. If they pump the Inti, then they have a 4-4, and then the Fiery Confluence isn't nearly as exciting. You love when I talk about pre-modern because your boomer ass actually knows what the cards do. Yeah, right? Oh, nice. They're just running it out. So we can Pyrogoy for Fury here. I think I'm going to Pyrogoy. They can bin Troll and hardcast Grave Titan next turn if we want. Wonder what the blue splash is for. Probably Power Hum. We're here in the finals. We played against somebody with like Soul Ring. We haven't seen Recall or Time Walk. Seems natural that our finals opponent would have some of that stuff in their deck. Well, fuck me. This was the first instant in the graveyard for Pyrogoyf, at least. Don't do it. Whatever you're doing. 4th for 3. Okay. I was going to let them grow the Guide of Souls. Yeah, really regretting not just playing the Fury Hun, clearing Guide of Souls last turn. I mean, if they don't have Mana Tithe for the Grave Titan, though, then this 4th would be pretty bad. And if they didn't have a 4th this turn, then they'd be falling like pretty far behind. Yeah, the issue is we're just going to be like letting them draw cards. Because this has to kill Guide of Souls now. I can't kill 2 Knights. We're at 3. The Guide kills me by itself. So we have to do this, and then we're just like passing the turn. Pretty feel bad. Because if you attack, then they just serve in, right? And you're at 3 here. And now we're still dead to a removal spell or a burn spell or something while they're drawing 2 a turn. Black Lotus, sure. So probably multiple pieces of power over there, huh? If they've got Black Lotus and blue mana in their mana base. Wouldn't be surprised if they had Time Walk and or Recall as well. I'm going to go ahead and bin Atraxa. It'll make Sneak Attack a little bit worse, but it'll make Animate Dead pretty good. Yeah, I don't really think they're like a counterspell type deck. I'm just going to do this. Holding onto the Mox Jet could be good if I had like a Faithless Looting or something. Whereas you would run it out to play around like Miscalc or Spell Pierce if you thought they were heavier blue. Kind of a ballsy attack, but I'm going to jam this. Something they could... Well, yeah, I don't know. Paid actor, they're trying to kill me. They're successfully killing me. Yeah, we need to rip Bolt off the Monarch trigger. I like Screaming Nemesis from what I saw. I don't know what I'm cutting for it. Oh, Cecil again. rest of this looks fine. They're just a very good actor. I paid you to lose a little bit more convincingly. Not beat the ever-living tar out of me. It's interesting that Magic Online has actually had those moments before. I remember there was an old writer for Star City Games who used his Magic Online rating as like a bragging point for like all of his articles. And he's like, I've got the highest rating in the world. And then people revealed a bunch of screenshots of him like bribing his opponents in the finals. So you get those extra like rating points, which he would then convert into his writing gig and such. I know there was something like that with trophies too. At least like one of the when they switched over to like the trophy system. I remember there was like a mini bit of drama in the Legacy community because there was somebody that was doing prize swaps to rack up the trophy count. Overall, not a big deal. Pretty small part of the community wants to spend value for glory, but there's been a few cases. Whenever you discard a card. So if I'm looting, I only get 1/1/1 counter, right? I don't get 2. Doom-ba-doom. Does anybody know the ruling for Ivora? Ivora and multiple cards. Ruling MTG. Sir Bangington is still sleeping it off, yeah. Does it say 1 or 1 or more? It just says a card. Whenever you discard a card. Ooh, looks like our question has been answered. Not a bad little turn 2 there, huh? Not a bad little turn 2 there. A little bit of value, a little bit of power. It triggers for each card. Yeah. That's the conclusion I've come to as well, is that it triggers for each card. So I think I'm just going to be running out this Blood Tithe Harvester and looting away something. Maybe my draw for the turn, maybe this Fury. So many blood tokens. A little Bloatus action. Sure, what are we doing with that? Is that 5-mana Planeswalker? It is. Alright, what are we doing with that one? Mana value 3 or greater, hum. Brutal. I was thinking the Overlord could rebuy the Fury, but I guess I need a red card to clear the Elspeth now. Which I could loot into. But maybe I'm just supposed to nuke their hand here and let them uptick the Elspeth to 4. Is trading for 2/1/1s terrible? I think it kind of is. I'm just going to pass. Sure. red sure seems like busted in the current version of the cube. I think you're right, Vish. I think red is indeed busted in this version of the cube. I think you are very correct about that. You are preaching to the choir there. I think I could have played this game better, but oh well, Come on. Suppose. We can, like, almost make this work. Just, like, clearing all their creatures. Exiling the Phoenix here is kind of rancid. I think what we have to do is just, like, exile, pop the Elspeth, and then sack this Blood Tithe to kill the Rabble Master and leave them with 5/1/1s. Bombardiers, yeah, Bombardiers, Fourth, Fury. All of Red's creatures, like, grow and draw cards at the same time. It's pretty fucked up. Now the opponent is handily ahead. But, yeah, I don't know. And we burned our Animate Dead already. We have one loot effect chilling. Well, we got that looting in the graveyard, too. We have some churn here. Yeah, let's go ahead and flash this back. Gonna hold on to the Atraxa in case I find a sneak attack. Oh, it's in the bin. I shouldn't have held on to this. Well, I can blood token it away. Yeah, the ways of cheating in big chonkers are Animate Dead and Sneak Attack, and those are both already in the graveyard, so I don't really have a use for this. Which means I guess I should have held on to either the Epic Hero or the Arena of Glory, but neither of those, I mean, those are probably worth looting away as well. Hard to play combo since more recent creatures and walkers are so efficient. Yeah, right. Come on, deck, come on. Give me something. Fuck him. I think they're getting into the spot where it's going to be pretty easy for them to finish me off with a fourth or something at some point in the game. Like, they've stopped hitting land drops, so their hand must be gas, right? And they're hitting me down to 5 now. I just haven't done anything for 3 turns. Overlord doesn't come back until next turn. Solid chance I just have an answer to this anyway. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Fats Master. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 40 months there. The big 4-0. Yeah, they just showed me that they have lethal. Fair enough, eh? Fair enough. But yeah, thanks for the match, Vish. Best of luck in your next rounds, your next draft.